forgetting something.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Well, well, well. The herbs. Sims in the city. Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn the light on. Hold on, you didn't see that. Hold on, you didn't see that. I gotta turn the light on. Oh, hey! Oh, the lights were on the whole time. We all knew that. The lights were on the whole time. Everyone saw. bandsaw. Alright, hello. Hello. Granola, granola. It's Wednesday. We have a bit of a shake-up in the plans compared to the last 2 Wednesdays, so that's good. Little variety. A little variety by not having variety, but by having variety. All in the same, one in the same. Yo, Havens, you know the guy? Be honest, do you know the guy? You know the guy that did the thing today? Or last night? Come on, you know the guy. Big news, New York. Come on. You know the guy. Do you know the guy? I don't know if you know the guy. You could know the guy. One of the biggest stories of the day. Literally one of the biggest stories all over the internet today. That doesn't have to do with South Korea. That happened in New York. Never seen a man before in my life. Okay, alright. So you're saying you aren't the guy that killed the CEO. That's what you're saying? Confirming? But you may or may not know the guy. Or you just secretly revealed that it wasn't a guy and that actually it was a girl. Oh shit, breaking news. Breaking news from our New York reporter, Havens Blade. I don't know what switches have to do with this. I must be missing something there. I don't get that joke. Also, hello, Stunt Tongue. Also, hello to the person that followed the Twitch account 19 minutes ago, before the stream even went live. Cat, bear, or coyote? You know what? I haven't done a coyote in a while. Okay. Bear. Not bears. Skunk. Okay. Walrus. Walrus. Just a good old, just a walrus. Which is another name for a blicky. Okay. I kind of assumed that's what you meant, but at the same time I was like, it feels like, because you were all not knowing what I was talking about, I'm like, does he think I'm talking about some Nintendo thing? Just a majestic picture of a walrus, too. He's posing for the camera. Where did the name Blicky come from for guns, by the way? That's the most... Look, the crowd of folks that would be talking about guns in such a way, that they would be flaunting, I don't feel like they would want... They're usually all about being, you know, manly and stuff, and a little homophobic a lot of the time. Oh, you gotta be a man, etc. Why are you as a man calling your gun a blicky? Sounds like a blinky or something. Hello, Nozomu. I was just saying, I had actually mentioned, oh, someone had followed the channel just minutes ago before the stream went live. Hello. Guinness is beer, but also world records. Maybe it's something else like an airline. Jetstream nausea. golf, 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 golf. Okay, golf. Fisher and Baker. Those might be names. Wait, Ford? Hmm. 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 You're feeling under the weather or something? Nausea, bug, sore? Snowflake. Excited to see the final world? Oh shit, okay, yeah. Okay, so I actually wanted to ask if a couple of the levels, or the video that went out today, there was definitely a couple levels that I remember mentioning, like, I don't know if that was the intended way to beat it or not. Are you confirming that that is true? That I may or may not have beat some. Nice. Nice. I know there was a couple that I had mentioned, but the only one that comes to mind is the one where I like eked by a little red guy and the wheel kind of like almost like went through the red guy. That's the only one that comes to my mind immediately, but I'm pretty sure there was at least one other one. Oh. There was one where it was one of the, what was the word for that one? Like active levels, where I moved to grab a battery and then came back before a red guy came up or something. And I was like, I don't know if that was how I was supposed to do it. The cheese looked funny in the Thoris level. Maybe I'll have to figure out which one that is when we open it up, but I'm eating real quick first here. I've enjoyed the hell out of the game though so far. So much so that I had completely distracted myself from doing this little word puzzle, but that's okay. Not a big deal at all to me. So this is golf related. What's this one? Soar, a rock, a bug, a Ford? Maybe we'll go back to that level then. Maybe we'll start, maybe I'll go back to the if you tell me the number levels to go back to, maybe we'll go back to them to try Doom for real. On one hand, I'm like, oh, sorry, I broke your game. On the other hand, I'm like, well, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. I don't know what this answer is. Bedford. That was what was throwing me off. Fisher, Driver, Baker, Guinness. I'm just gonna type something crazy. Okay, it was crazy. Star Wars. Actors. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Oh, words with like water in it. Lake, stream, sea, and pond. That's pretty clever. Pretty clever. Okay, 56. Okay, okay. Ooh, potentially a tough Puzzgrid or Pogadoku today. Galar is Pokemon Sword and Shield. And Kalos is XY because Kalos Queen. So Galar is probably the toughest. Normal Galar is going to be really tough. I might not be able to get that one at all. Think this one? Hell yeah. Poison. Toxicity. Let's do Toxel. Normal, I don't know yet. Rock Flying, that's an Aerodactyl. Flying Poison. Crobat, classic. Obviously you could do the other forms. Normal Flying, name anyone that wants to name a normal Flying because there's like 1,000 of them. Otherwise I'll just choose one. Meanwhile, Kalos Rock. Is this... No, I was gonna say Rock and Roller, but that's Unova. It is funny that I broke some levels, though. In a sense, though, at least most of them. Maybe there's one that I broke that I didn't even know I broke, but usually when I broke one, I kind of had a feeling that I broke one. So that's sort of a good sign, where it's like, alright, well clearly it's not supposed to be done that way, type of thing. Which points to the design kind of telling you when something is maybe good or bad to be doing. Kalos Rock, though. Struggling to think of a Kalos Rock right now. Kalos Poison? Oh boy. Oh boy. Kalos Poison. Uh-oh. Kalos Normal? Uh-oh. Wait, I can't think of anything for any of these. Flying Normal, we'll just put in little Sparrow. No, Poison? Kalos. This might be like normal Psychic. I doubt it though. Yeah, okay. Rock, Kalos. I should be able to get this. This is crazy. Rock, Kalos. Diancie. It's not the most exciting choice, but it is there. Okay, Kalos Poison. Mega Beedrill? I don't even know if that's true. It might be Bug Flying at that point. Can't think of anything else though. I don't know why. I think I'm just blank. Wait. Centipede? No, that's the gen before as well. Damn. I'm just gonna send this. Damn, okay. And then I just don't feel like waiting anymore because I actually kind of want to play Robot Detour. So, what's another guess to throw in the ringer here? Normal type or normal type? I like, can't think of any. Oh, wait. Helioptile. Aha! Alright. Okay, well that's why I don't remember that, because you almost never see that thing. Wooloo! Woo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, true. Okay. The dog, Bunnelby, Hot Helioptile. Diancie or the fossils. I should have thought about fossils. Archeops, and then a bunch of those. Those guys, all the birds. Okay, my other guess would have been Wheezing Galar. Definitely up there. I was pretty sure Slowbro's Galar form becomes poison, but I wasn't sure. I always forget the name of this, but I always want to say this one. But yeah, Colossal, Dreadnought. I always forget that that one's rock type now. Or that it is rock type. Anyway, okay. I go put this away. While you can listen to this insane song from Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I don't know why it's in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but it is in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. A lot of T's to be eating. Oh. Okay. Controller plug-in. Let's get that going. Might as well change category as well. Robot Detour. Robot Detour. And then we'll also do Pokemon Sleep here while this crazy song is playing. Oh boy, oh boy.
Monday morning always comes too soon. Just left the school Friday afternoon. Pens and notebooks, papers
Right.
everywhere. Don't they
That's right, Stun Tongue.
to clean my room? All I really wanna do is hit the ball, make the final score and win the game for all.
Don't forget to do this like this. Don't forget to do your Pokemon Sleep dinner or lunch. That's what I'm doing right now. Last step before robot detouring. Robot. Okay. Long screen, move you over. I'm so glad I learned that Windows command. Windows Shift arrow key will make it so that if a game opens on the wrong monitor, you can like move it to the other monitor without having to like try and close and relaunch the game and stuff. Very helpful. School is so great. School is so great, they say. Might F around and make some mac and cheese. That sounds tasty. Box mac and cheese or like some crazy homemade stuff? What brand of box mac and cheese do you rock? Ah, Nozomu Games. You know, I felt like when I saw the username, I was like, that sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? it's because that's the name of the studio. Cabot? I don't know if I've ever had that type of box mac and cheese, actually. I haven't had box mac and cheese in a long time, though, because you're supposed to put milk in it. Or at least the Kraft ones, they say to put like a little bit of milk in it. I just never buy milk. So then I never buy mac and cheese. And also, it's probably just like generally better to just have regular pasta instead. But I do think that some brands, they don't actually tell you to put milk in it, or like it's not part of the directions. So could be something I could consider as a little bit of a pick me up, a little bit of a specialty, a little bit of cheese. All right, let's see if this controller's working. It is. Okay, so level 56 is worth revisiting. New cheese is almost identical to what you did, but just from a better angle. Just snort the cheese powder? That'd be pretty wild. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, tagging Discord that we're live. Suppose that's worth doing. Okay, I think that was the last step. Things that we need to do. Pretty sure. You can feel free to chime in, though, if you wish. Miss Dora, Mrs. Dev. I guess I technically don't know which one of you is speaking, or typing, rather. But anyway, let's begin. So, we only have one world left. However, the devs have confirmed at least, I believe, 2 spots where I had said, I don't think that's the intended way of beating that level, but I did it anyway, so get cheesed. And they indeed said, yeah, you broke some levels. They said to at least revisit 56, because the other one I cheesed is almost identical. Not sure what that means, I don't really remember. I do remember this one though. I did a little bit of cheesery by yoinking and then coming back before the red came and got me. So we're going to have to attempt to actually do it for realsies, as they say. Now I remember initially when I had looked at this one, I was like, oh, maybe it's some weird thing where you gotta like do some crazy angle and then like you start up here. But I don't think this is correct. Because it still hits. The weird thing to me is that there really isn't any straight line you can go across to grab that thing. Because even if you went across the top, those guys can hit. If you went across the bottom guy can hit. So it doesn't seem like, you know, it's not some special angle here that will stop us. Crawl to grab that thing? Okay, well, I don't know about that, but... Because then if I just try to go back up here, I'm doing the same thing that I did last time by trying to cheese it. So there's some magical trick here that I'm not aware of. Because I honestly was not really sure how else to do this one. That's part of the reason I went for the cheese. The cheese being, again, doing this thing and then coming back. That's not how they want me to beat it. Which I think they said they were going to patch at least this one, maybe this one or the other one. I forget which one exactly, but... oh. I guess I'll do this to put it back. Part of my brain, actually, because we've done all the mirror worlds, part of my brain just said, oh, there's actually an invisible block right here, and I'm actually supposed to go around the invisible block here, and that's how you actually make your way around. But that's not true. So yeah, the main thing that I'm not, oh, maybe it's something like that? Oh, it's something like that probably. That has to be the legit way to do it, right? I would think. Now I don't remember whatever level that was the only one they called out. Perhaps we'll do the other ones if they want, but let's at least get started on the fusion world. Also, I believe this is the first time. Whoa, 2 batteries. What the heck? This is the first time there's been a dev in chat. Dev in chat? His name's Devin, and he's chatting? No, there's a dev in the chat, and the dev is the dev of this game. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if that just was how that was normally supposed to be. That might have been more of like a tutorial level type of thing, where it was easy, but now you understand. We'll see. Ivan. Yes. I guess I wasn't sure which one of you was typing in the chat, which is why I didn't actually say. And then Devin chat is kind of a across many Twitch.television streams an inside joke, because dev space in the chat sounds like you're saying some random person named Devin chat. But yes, Ivan and Eva. Eva? I think I messed that up last time too, when I first started playing. Okay, so if I do this, we die. Can't go across. Oh, I can go across here. Does this die? It does die. Oh, okay. I did not think that would die. You've heard about Joel? It's got to be a capital J, but yes, Joel. Joel the fish. That's correct. That's correct. Joel the fish. No what? Okay, I was worried about that. So that means we got to go. Actually, that probably won't work either, because it'll just do the one to the left. Yeah. But what about? Well, no, that'll still do the same crush there. So, what about? Oh, but this one's high up. Well, I could still. Yeah. All right. Wait a second. And then over the top? What's the other battery there for? What's that second battery there for? Joeling? Yes, Joel featured in the Gear World, that's right. So there's another battery spot. That's interesting. It doesn't start with a battery though, right? No. Interesting. Very interesting. Can't go there because it gets stuck. Alright. Now, what are you cooking up here? Okay, so it just lets me deposit. Alright. That's neat. So then I do this. Then I do this. Up top. There it is. Okay. We're fusing up more abilities together and in different ways and having different... Okay, alright. So this is the second one since the, like, beginning level where there's a second guy to give a thing to. Now, can I grab 2 at once? No. Can I take it back from this one? No. No, I cannot. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, because obviously I can't escape. Wait, but can I put it here? And now I can go all the way around and grab it there. Aha. There we go. Guys doing some puzzling. Alright, number 80. Unlock the special thing. So this, I think, is just about managing the spinner. Keeping it all right as we make our way through. I'm going for it. There we go. Nice. Oh, so it's just an 88th level. I thought there might be 3 hiding under there. Okay. Or maybe 88 will lead to 89 and 90, and who knows. Okay, this is definitely different. There's a battery symbol on that spinner, which I'm not sure what that means. Oh. That's what it means. Oh, so we gotta go like this, and then grab it, and now the battery, taking out the battery makes the spinner not work, which then lets us... Oh, that's new. That's new. Very nice. Alright, what does this do? It lifts up 1. I think what we need to do is grab the one down here first. That way we can use this one as an angle. Never mind, I'm a liar. Can we perhaps go over the top? No. Can I grab 2 batteries at once? No. I thought that maybe this angle made sense. But now I'm not as certain on that. Can't go that way. Same reason you can't go that way. But what does unplugging that one in do? Does it do anything for me? How do I deliver to this guy? It feels like you need the second block up in order to deliver to the top right. But I also have to take both batteries somehow. It seems like I want this block that my dude's touching to be up here maybe, and I'm already, and so that way I can come up and go around it as a corner in order to get to the top right guy, and that I actually am giving the first battery to this guy. But how do I do that? You can only grab 1 battery at a time. As far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, at least. Because it definitely doesn't seem like there's some sort of way to deliver the battery to the top guy. And it would make sense, my logic of this being up here in order to have to deliver to that, but you need both batteries taken to deliver that one. Why, when I take this one... Okay, never mind. I could have sworn I saw a thing where I took the battery here, and the box was labeled with both still had yellow. Am I tripping? I could have sworn I saw that at one point. Well, either way, I guess. Oh, it's when I press undo. Look, now it is still marked. There's another bug, Dev. I pressed undo, and then it made the box look like it still has 2 batteries not picked up yet. Look at that. There you go. I don't know. What would be interesting is if I knew actually how to deliver the first battery and then did the undo and see if that would actually mess up the block. I don't know. But that is interesting. That is it. Because watch, now I press undo. Yeah, and it's lit up again. So I'm assuming that I would be curious to know how that functions. If maybe once if I can figure out the puzzle, then perhaps I'll attempt that. Oh wait. No, no, I can't. Maybe there's something where... Oh, what? No, there's not a way to do that, right? I was trying to think, is there a way to almost switch the batteries while it's just a visual glitch, you hope? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too. I kind of feel like it's probably the case, but... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. This gives us the angle. Very good. And now... grab this. No. Then we put it up here. And then... and then... and then... and then there it is. Let's see if I can do the visual. Let's test the visual glitch thing right now, though. Oh, it was... I already forget what it was, right? It was... Grab this one? No. I already forget how I did it. How did I just do it? I think it was this, but the opposite direction. Yeah, it was grab the top one. And then... Oh, never mind. Okay. It was... grab... I already forget how I did it. I already forget how I did it. How did I do this? Because isn't this not the angle I want? How the heck did I get the angle that I want? Anyway, undo. I needed to deliver the first one to touch the glitch, really, but I forget how I beat it. How did I already forget how I beat it? I just beat it. Wait, this is the way. This is the way. Then you grab. No. Then you go up. This is the way. Alright. So, deliver. Now, if we take the second battery... Okay, it still works. It still works. It's a visual glitch. It's a visual glitch. Alright. 83. Limited tape. Dev doing one of these. Ivan doing one of these. I die. Okay. I die. Does that hold up the block? No. Apparently not. Apparently not. What if I start over here? Dev? Was that intentional? Because I don't know if that looked all that intentional to me. That looked crazy. What was that? Was that intentional? No way, right? Kind of? Oh, shit, maybe. Okay, a kind of. I thought for sure the way that looked was weird. Alright, let's see it again. That was intentional, kinda? Okay. I'm down. I just figured maybe there'd be something with the bottom left corner. If that gets the okay, then I'm fine to move on to the next level. Not intended solution, but it still works. I mean, it looks a little glitchy because it kind of looks like I phased through some blocks that maybe I shouldn't be able to. This definitely wouldn't work. What was I doing? I was doing like this. And then that doesn't work. Interesting that it's kind of consistent though. That I squeezed through there. It probably shouldn't work, but maybe, I don't know. I guess it depends on what the intended solution looks like. Intended solution is around the central, counterclockwise, around top left, around bottom left. Let's see, how does this... Oh, okay, so it is kind of intentional that there's like a weird push to it then. Okay, I will accept my way of doing it too. Okay. Interesting. So this is one of those, it works to spin while you have battery grab and such. Oh, actually, I guess in a sense, the only way to get the battery is to do this. But we need the... Oop. We need this to be rotated high up. Trying to do that. Okay, then okay, I think this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do a bunch of circles and then start undoing them and grab the battery. So I'm going to do more circles than I probably need to, just because I already did it once where I didn't do enough circles. Son of a... Okay, that looks good to me. You gotta undo the rest of it. And... perfect. 85. Okay. There's 4 different places for the battery to go. There is one place for the battery to currently be coming from. So that's something. And we want to be coming down the center of this at some point, huh? How would we do that? And we would do that by the top left area coming off of the top, or the top left where there's a red guy, either coming off the top of that or if I do this, what does that give me? That lets me go this way. Neat, I guess. And then that lets me do that. That's where I started. Where I started though, huh? You're sorry for the last 4 levels? Oh, well, I mean, they're supposed to be hard, right? Oh, so interesting. There is the spot up here. You can't get there without doing this, unless you're doing this. But that kills me. Ah, that kills me. I see. That kills me, I see. can't fit through there. Can't fit through there. And this won't work because it's gonna push into the reds. So there is that whole bottom right area, which is interesting. Doesn't really do anything, which is the weird part, I guess. I guess you could do this and then go. I guess you can't go around, but you could do this and then grab, which then lets you go around and do something. I'm not entirely sure yet, but something. This? Okay, that works. And what does that let me do? If I grab it from up here, then that gives me the angle that I want, I think? Yes, it does. I don't know. That one feels like one of those ones where there's probably multiple ways to beat it, but I don't know. That level has cheese that you're gonna patch. Well, now I'm kind of curious. I'm not guaranteeing them going to try to find the cheese. I feel like it's probably going to be one of those things where it was a, you can like maybe sneak by a red even though you're not supposed to be able to type of thing. Like some sort of slight angle. Not that one though. Not that one though. I am trying different angles out of interest. So there is that at least. Oops. This kills because those get pushed, right? Yeah. Same reason there, okay. Checking, just checking. That get killed because it pushes down. Okay, alright. What would the cheese be? Cheese be? You got me looking for cheese? Go a different angle, see if that does anything interesting. Crazy around the world situation. I think my brain just keeps going to a form of the solution, so I guess I'm gonna pass for now. Alright. So we got moving stuff. We got battery. Oh. 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 Interesting. I think we need to use the, we like need the, we need to like use the block to do something with this spinner to like move it or non-move it. Perhaps that involves doing a circle around it. Doesn't seem to actually move it at all though. That's what's throwing me off. I thought for sure that it moving up or down would kind of do something. But what if I just do that? Oh, but then we need it. Yeah, so when we put the battery here, we need this thing to somehow push it up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when we put the battery into the right side, we need the movement of this block to cause things to move somehow. Oh, it didn't do that though. It didn't do that though. thought that it felt like that was a smart thing. I think I'm stuck now, right? Oh no, well, yeah, no, I am stuck now, right? Or can I take this out and then... No, I'm stuck now. Okay. So shortening moves up. So lengthening... I don't know. I still feel like I don't know why this doesn't do anything. My idea of what I need to do, I mean, it definitely has to do with the battery, moves the thing, and then that lets you... Gotta be something like that. I mean, I guess we could kind of like try to test it here, but nothing that I've done has actually made... The block has never made anything move, which is my concern currently. Yeah, it has never made anything move. Does that mean that I need to... Maybe if I did like a full circle around this and then did some things like this? At this point, I'm not actually trying to beat it. I'm just trying to see if the square can actually make it move, but it doesn't seem like it does. At least not yet. If I went down this way, it still like doesn't do anything. Why do you not do anything, huh? Why do you not do anything, huh? Oh, that's a good point. The arrows are disappearing while the block is moving, so it actually can't affect it. I can't move while the block is falling, though. No, not. But maybe that matters for... Okay, I can't. That work. Close. I already forget how I did this. How did I do the first half of this last time? Okay, hold on. What if I... Oh, that's so close. That's so close to locking it in place. But I probably don't want to do that anyway, huh? Probably don't want to do that anyway, huh? I mean, if I don't touch it at all, then yeah, I can get up here, but it doesn't seem like a great idea. Arrows on the gear faint when we do the thing. I mean, I can maybe at some point bring it back enough to trying to think of some world where you can, like, I don't know, but you can't move when it's stopping anyway. I don't get why the battery matters now. It stops the gear, but why does that matter? Could it create an angle where the gear gets locked like I did earlier when I was manually locking it by doing one of these type of things? That's something that I can cause to happen by the block moving? Not that I can really think. Maybe this does something. Seem like it. Kill me. My robot. I'm saying the robot. Yeah, definitely not getting what the block helps with right now. I thought I did, but then we learned that the block, when it moves, doesn't... The gear turns off when the block moves. But then I don't really get how it's used to. We know it can be used for doing this type of thing, locking in position. But it's not like, I don't think there's a way that it moving up does anything. Just does the same thing. I can't tell any discernible difference of like, oh, maybe it would somehow cause more distance or whatever, but not seeing it. Not seeing it. No, I've never used hints. I plan to try and do this without it. I didn't mind getting told the other intended solution for that other one, just because I had already beaten it anyway, and I was just curious to see what it looked like. Excuse me. That locks. Somewhere. Either I'm really off base or I'm kind of on base, but it's just never gonna change the angle. Change the angle is the problem. It doesn't do anything. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Normally I would cover, but I was holding a controller with my hands, as one does. Also, it doesn't seem like there's a way to... There are a number of different things to be messing with here, I guess, is the other part of it, where it's like, I'm not sure if I should be... We know that doing this makes it continue, but as soon as I put this in here, it's all over. I mean, it's already all over because I'm just stuck. That's what happens. Trying to understand why the square moving, why putting the battery back in the second spot, how that will ever do anything. Currently, I have no idea anymore. At first I had some ideas, but then as we learned that the square moving means that this turns off, the gear turns off, that made me lose all ideas that I had. And then I thought about maybe somehow like a block moving causing some sort of weird lock situation like this, but I don't really see how that can work either. Like, you can't really lock it, and like you can lock it, but then it's just always going to be locked, right? So how does that help? Unless somehow, oh wait, but then does this do something? Now it can move? No, this is just the same thing as before, but now I like went back and fixed it. So yeah, it doesn't really, that didn't change anything. That was just me having it locked, and then I went back and made it non-locked. That didn't do anything. Can't go around those. There's no other things to really circle around unless, again, there is this where you can like, oh, yay, I'm over here now. You can grab this with it being over there. But without interacting with the lock, I just assume this will never work. I have to come all the way back. And you need it to be the opposite. You need the square to somehow make things go the opposite way, and it just doesn't make sense to me. How does the square moving make things go the opposite way? How does the square moving make things go the opposite way? I've done this multiple times, but I'm just checking one more aspect. I want to see how much space this gives me. But even if I were to go all the way to the corner and then try to like run backwards to make it back up, and then grab the battery to somehow lock it, it still wouldn't have even been enough. Because that was one idea. Is like, if there is some magical way to use the block moving to lock it, which again, I don't think is possible, it wouldn't even matter, because you can't actually get it high enough. So I want to say this is the hardest one of all of them so far, because usually with the others I feel like I've had at least something else to try. Very much Starpuffs vibes in the sense of I don't even know what to try next, really, I guess. My controller? Oh, it disconnected for some reason. That's my fault though, not the game. Such a bummer. Okay, we're back. I don't know why that happened, but controller's back. Okay. Distracted me from whatever I was complaining about, I guess. There's only so many ways you can go around the cube and the dial. None of them really do anything. Really do anything. How does moving the square do anything if it turns off the gear when I put the battery in? How does it do anything if it turns off the gear when the battery goes in? I don't understand. So we've tried this direction. We know that this will lock, but that doesn't really do anything. Like, great, you lock. Unless moving this up somehow unlocks it, but again, from what the rules of the game, that shouldn't unlock anything. So I basically didn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. In a way, I guess what I've been... So far, all I've really figured out is that I can't... The only reason I'm really taking the battery anyway right now is because you needed to, you know, give to the guy at the end, but otherwise, my progress has had nothing to do with the battery or the box. Which is probably not what you want. I'm guessing. An interesting angle. About if I... You won't give me the space to do that? You won't give me the space to try to lock it from there? There we go. I don't think this matters, but maybe. That unlock things? No, why would it? That's not how locking works. I have no idea. I have not a clue. I'm just doing the same thing. It's suitable for the final stretch to be 100% completion. Yeah. Especially since I'm already this close, as far as having done all the other levels without hints. But I am considering going to the next one, if there is a next one, and coming back to this one. Which really is something that only happens if I'm mega stumped. Currently the case. I mean, it's not hard to figure out how to get over there. The problem is beating the rest of it. I have to be over here and somehow be able to move the blocks back up without coming back. Somehow be able to do that and then leave it there, which is just... At least solve this one. Oh, or is this the last before the final? Let's see here. No, we got two more. Unless you're saying this is the boss level. I assume this is more the boss level. Let me just see. Is this a cutscene or something? 88 is boss. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try 87 here. Maybe it'll give me some confidence or something. Oh. We need to be on this side with this block down. Okay. So that way we have, but we need to be under both of them. Okay. That work? I don't think so. Okay, what about if, I don't know, but you can't, what happens if I... Well, this one, this is gonna push into the death, right? Yeah, okay. Is this one? Yes, okay. So this was the correct start, probably. Probably. But you still have to come over the top. Unless this does something? No, not really. Oh, no, yes it does, because then this, and then that lets you spin. Okay. Alright, we got it. See, I'm not dumb, I can beat hard puzzles. It's just that one other one that's really hard. This one I just can't understand for some reason. Okay. Well, that did at least make me feel not dumb for a little bit, that I got that one pretty quick. You can peek at 88. Let's just give another peek at this first. Before we peek at 88, just because... I'm getting Starpuff vibes. Where it's like, it looks so simple, and there's not a lot of things that you can do, and somehow it's just like impossible. Somehow it just feels impossible. Well, that didn't do anything, huh? The only thing I know is this, but this doesn't do anything. Do anything. It just doesn't do anything. We've tried that. We've tried the one where you do the figure 8. We've tried the one where you do. Tried this. We've tried the lock. The lock doesn't do anything because you just have to fix it. We've tried this type of shape. Doesn't do anything. I don't think we've tried this, but I also don't see how that would change it at all. I almost feel like there's like an actual mechanic I'm missing or something. That's how much it feels like I'm missing something. Kind of why at one point I was trying to see if there was, well, it was when I was testing like, oh, if I do this, does that like change something? Like I wasn't even bothering to go to the right first because I was just trying to see if there's anything that would happen by moving the square and having to interact, and I could not get a single interaction of any interest to occur. Wait, that might have been it though. That is it. Well, kind of it. It's not enough. It's not enough. This is it, but it's not enough. You can't, like, you want to be able to almost like put the battery back in and do another round of retreating, but you can't do that. Look how close it is, dude. Get your damn wheels in there. Maybe if I from the top and then we did it. I don't know if that was quite there, but we did it. Okay. Redemption. Now the final boss world. Apparently, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There might be another secret level boss too. Whoa, there's off screen? Off screen? Moving screen? God damn, okay. Oh no. Oh no. I don't even really I feel like I don't even really know exactly how I got that thing to work. Oh, that's there. Right. Right. This? No, because it's still locked. Need to somehow... I need to somehow... do another locking situation. I'm dead. Oh, no. This is like the one thing that I'm bad at, apparently, because it was the one that we just did that took forever. And now that's the main mechanic of this beginning section. Oh, man. Oh, man. We need to be able to like have it unlock and relock by moving, which is not currently the case. I don't even freaking remember how I did it. I don't remember. I don't think this will fix it. Nope. I think it's like lock has to be locking the opposite way of how it's moved. So it's almost like you want. I don't know. And then no. Oh, this is the one thing that I, for whatever reason, can't wrap my mind around at all. That's so brutal. No. 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 I like need a picture of how I just did the last one to figure out how to get what I need. So this locks it. If it moves to the left, it would still lock it. We need it to be like... We need it to be... that doing this makes it not locked, but then moving that way makes it like this way locks and then this way doesn't lock, which is not currently what's happening. But that's just not how it's working. Okay. Twist it so that it's the same direction as the other one. What the hell was the angle that I did that made it work last time? But when that moves to the left, that's still... not gonna... Okay, hold on. How did I do this? Dude, how? I want to go watch the VOD. It would be so much easier to just watch the VOD right now. It would exponentially help me get the beginning of this next level right. Just can't even freaking remember what the right configuration was. It's gonna be really annoying that I can't. Watch the first hint. I did beat the level, to be fair. Oh, that's how the hints work, huh? That it? That was it. Okay. So, in my mind, this is basically the same as going back and watching the VOD. I already beat the level anyway, so... Okay. So if we try to visualize this onto the next level. Twist it sideways. So that it's vertical. And then flip it. So that it's so that it's going left instead of right. So then that means I want to go we want to go to the left of the box, then come around and over the top of the thing. From the this going to the left of the box, down around it, then to the left side of the gear. Maybe? I might have to come back to this one again, just to see it again. Yes. Okay, so I was right about the angle red. Now it's locked. But the battery is the thing that I need. Huh. I need it to be locked when I don't have the battery in. No, I need it to be locked. Yeah, I need it to be locked when the battery isn't in. So that's different. That's pretty different. That's the opposite. No, I guess it's... no, it is. Right? I need the battery to be in. I need it to be locked when the battery is out, as opposed to the battery is in. Which is odd. That's different. If I did it the opposite way, would that somehow work? No. Felt smart for a bit, but then it didn't work still. Is the problem. Then it didn't work still. But what if like oh. No, but then it's still, then it's just perpetually locked. So it's close, but there's still something different that you have to do. And I don't know what it is yet. You need it to be locked. The battery isn't in. Or no. Yeah, I need it to be. If I were to recreate the 86, this. And then this. That's locked. That's the 86 recreation. But that doesn't help us because then it's not locked when we need to move the battery to the next section. When the battery, so when we want it to be like this when the battery is out, but then reversed, because it's going to be towards the left. So then that means you want it to that still doesn't really work because you have to have the angle go up. So it still ends up being a what if I was on this side? I did that. What if it was isn't this just recreating? No, that doesn't do it either, does it? That doesn't actually lock it. Yeah, that just doesn't do anything. And then this is, I think, just extra loop for no reason type of thing. And then this is just a normal perma-lock. That's the shape to make an unlock relock work. But why can't I do it? How do I reverse the battery situation? so that when the battery's in the center that happens. I feel like there isn't a way to do it because you need the angle to be going off. You need the angle to be... The reason it works is because the angle goes off, but when it's in the center, they're straight no matter what. What's kind of weird. You would need this to lock, but then not be locked when it's... I don't see a way to do that that isn't just normally perma-locking it. But maybe? It doesn't help that you have to... Can't just go straight to the damn thing. I wonder why that's there. There must be some weird cheese thing that makes you not have to do that otherwise. Which I have no idea. That's just a perma-lock situation. What about... Oh, it doesn't really make sense. If there were to be some sort of backtrack that... That doesn't... Damn, chat. It's the last level, it's the boss level, and I understand how to do the lock unlock, but not... It's like the opposite order of what the game wants. How does that work? I also haven't had a need for this spot, really. Again, this is how you do unlock, relock. Now it's not locked. Now it's locked. Unlocked. Well, that's kind of glitchy looking. That's great and all, but the problem is that I need to like go under this to be able to actually get under the thing. I mean, switching the spots shouldn't matter because you could just always do that at the beginning anyway. You need to be coming off of this way in order to go through in the first place. I was looking at his eyes, my little guy's eyes there. Figure eights don't really do anything here, right? You do this, then nothing changes. You're just stuck. Damn it, chat. Damn it, chat. I was feeling smart again. Did 87 real fast. Did 86. Can't believe you're subbed to a guy that hasn't beat Robot Detour. Thanks for that.
Can't believe I'm subbed to a guy that hasn't beat Robot Detour. Omega Dance.
Omega Dance. It is flavorful that you got the Robot Mr. Krabs emote, though.
Oh my god!
I forgot that I had the Mario Party one there. That's Mario Party actual one too. Each eye looks at closest object of interest, so it looks funny. Oh, so that's why it was doing the bug eye thing when it was like in between two of them in a way that it went cross-eyed. Not cross-eyed, but both eyes went like that. I don't know how I did that, because it's not even doing that again, huh? Either way. I'm not actually doing a strategy here, I'm just driving because I'm trying to think of what to do. Trying to think of what to do. Because I have no idea again. I have an idea, but I can't execute it. I can execute an idea that doesn't work. I can execute this again. We can do this again. But I can't figure out how to do that the other way. Did you ever break the game driving around the gear 10-ish times? I have not, but now I'm going to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit. Oh, I broke the game. That was neat. Wait, but if we start it down here. And then no, that still breaks it. Fuck. Felt like there was something to this that looked potentially interesting. But that still breaks it, huh? Now we're back at the beginning. We need it to not be locked when it's in straight mode. We need it to be locked when it's not in straight mode, but I don't really see it possible. Thank you for the bits, by the way, and obviously the 54 month stun tongue. 54 months, that's a pretty long time. I was hoping to beat this before stretch break too. We're on the last level and everything. I'm not even past the first screen. We don't even know what happens after the first screen. There could be a whole nother thing. There could be a whole nother thing. It's just this specific mechanic I'm bad at, apparently. The lock unlock strats. Apparently I'm dog crap at them. We know that this works. That's the unlock relock. We want it to be unlocked when no battery and locked when battery out. What's happening? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. I know the one way to lock something, and otherwise it doesn't seem to work. It's just still locked otherwise. And I'm trying to like reverse engineer it, and I just can't make it work. I'm trying to reverse engineer it to do locking in the opposite order, and I can't get it. God damn. God damn. Great, it's locked. I can't do anything. I need the battery. I need to be holding the battery when it's locked. But I can't make it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't make that work for some reason. I've tried many ways too. I've tried the right side, trying doing things, battery first, battery after, going down, battery going around, undoing, bringing it back up. I've done all sorts of weird shapes, such, and none of it seems to give a damn. Because again, we need it to matter when we just can't get it to do the order of what we want, where it's locked when we don't have battery in, but unlocked when battery comes out. Unlocked when battery comes out. Still have not figured out a way to make that happen. And I don't want to look at the hint, because we made it all the way to the last level without one. I know how to do this one. No, we know that. That's the basic formula of a lock unlock, but again, it's the opposite order of what we want. The opposite order of what we want. I guess that's not necessarily true. No, it is. We want it to be locked when we are holding the battery, not when it's undone. So yeah, it's still what I said is true. I can do it. I'm trying, but usually I think because of the time we're at and because of how stuck I am, I think what we should actually do is replenish the mind and replenish the body for a good few minutes here by doing a stretch break. And then we'll come back. I'll be able to ruminate during that with my apple as well. And then surely we'll have the solution then. Because it is almost 7, so we do need to do the stretch break. So I think that's better for all of us, rather than have me continue to spin wheels doing nothing. I will instead spin wheels in my mind as we stretch. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, because I'm definitely not getting anything done. Plus, I do kind of have to sort of pee anyway, so we'll go to stretch break time. We'll go to stretch break time. Water, apple, stretch break. We'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. I will be right back. Far past midnight, so good luck with the final level. Yeah, that is true. You're in Europe, so get to sleep. Make sure to floss your teeth, huh? No hints. You'll maybe have to see the finale on the VOD or on YouTube or something. I imagine maybe you'll go to sleep. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Ugh. Oy, oy, oy.
Thank you for your call. We
Well, that was
appreciate
cool
your
that
business and the
Ivan was here,
opportunity to
though.
assist you.
Don't you think, chat? Don't you think that's pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool that Ivan was here. I think it was pretty cool. Even if you don't think it was pretty cool. Ugh. So what would be cooler is if I could figure out how to do the puzzle. Also, by the way, I got a Starpuffs video number 1 that went up last week. The official Starpuffs account replied and put a comment on the YouTube video, which was really cool. They said they really enjoyed watching, or the team enjoyed watching or whatever. They really liked the, what was the exact quote? It was something like, P.S. The 5 stages of Greek part is probably the most accurate representation we've seen of our game, and we loved it. So I thought that was pretty cool too. That's a pretty cool comment to get. That's a pretty cool comment to get. Ugh. Man, I was really hoping that I could finish Robot Detour before stretch break, and that way the second half could just be Starpuffs. But damn, this last level is 86 and 88. Doing a number. I am trying to think about it. So the way that the lock works currently is or like the one that was in 86. Like you want a triangle shape. That then on a triangle shape that when the button is pressed on straight lines so they go onto each other. So we want it to be the opposite somehow, where straight on when I want it to be the opposite. Enter parking ban declared. I did see that there's some talks of rain and slush and snow in the morning / overnight. So that's, I imagine, what that's about. Do you have to park on the street? I assume you have a parking lot. Or a driveway or whatever. Maybe you're just talking because it was announced. You have a garage. This guy with his garage. The garage. The gauge garage. Garage. Fine time. Can't quite see what that says. Where'd something go? I can't. People yell is so funny. I think you said people yell read is what I'm interpreting that to say, and it just made it way funnier. Because I was like, oh, I can't really read that. Read! Oh man. Ugh. You said, oh, I said, where'd wine time go? Is it capital W but no capital T maybe? Or did 7TV remove it in place of, you know what, they might have removed it in place of some Christmas time one that's like hot chocolate time or something, I don't know. I could see them doing something like that. something funky like that. Eggnog time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it would be. Cocoa time. Oh, what is it? What's it called? Let's see. It's called Nog Time. Oh, okay. By the way, if you noticed, I have an apple today. The apples are back! I was able to go shopping yesterday. I was able to go grocery shopping and get apples. Let's go! Yo. Meowing. Alright. Gotta finish this apple. And then we get back to the detour. Ooh. That was a heck of a crunch. Did you end up doing mac and cheese, by the way? Are you excited for the movie, by the way, Anger, on Friday? I actually forget which one it's supposed to be. Which one is it supposed to be? Diancie in the Cocoon of Destruction. I feel like I've seen that one recently. I'm worried about what is left in that level after we get past the part I'm already stuck at. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Trying to think about how to do the puzzle right now, though. I'm a little quiet. Also trying to speedy the rest of the apple. But, chat, if you maybe or may not have noticed in Discord, there's a special Tetris event starting this weekend, which is part of why we did Robot Detour today to finish it. So that during the first half of Famicom Friday, we can do the event. So that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. Oh my. Oh my. All right. Make sure I get any burps out of my system from eating so fast. Oh, a little neck roll, little shoulders, little posture. That was a good sub message too. Can't believe them subbed to a guy that hasn't beaten Robot Detour, Omega Dance. That was a good message. Robot Detour is made in the Godot engine. I can tell because when I use the volume mixer to mute the game, it says that. Beat it. Alright, hold on. I do feel like I have a burp coming on here. There it is. There might be a follow-up. There might be another tremor, an earthquake tremor. Okay. Here we are. We're back. I have had my apple. I've went to the bathroom. I've had some water. So here's what I want to do. First, I just wanted to look at this again. So it's all about making the triangle. We basically want a triangle when we are holding the we want a triangle, or I guess there's kind of two triangles. There's the open triangle, which is this right now, which means you can move and the thing will move. Then you want a closed triangle when it's locked. So if we want a closed triangle, the other thing that is kind of a hint of the game here, that they sort of want you to be going this way in order to make it through in the first place. So if we want a closed triangle when the battery is in, as opposed to we want a closed triangle when we're holding the battery. So we want it to look like this, but we're holding the battery from here. That means maybe you're coming off of this angle, going down, and then coming back this way. But then it's just still going to be closed is the problem. We need it to somehow be open. When a seen that. So that's closed, which is neat. It's closed when it's to the left and we have the battery. But we need it to be rewound more first. And that doesn't happen. It's like almost it. But then it's still closed because we had to go around to get through. That's the problem. It's only closed at this angle. We need it to be closed all the time when we have our battery in our hands. This is we kind of saw this earlier actually, but not in a way that helps us. Because we'll go around and then it'll just always be locked. And we need it to unlock so we can like maybe you like let go, you grab it, you put it here, you move down, like you use some sort of shimmying or whatever. But it's not. The only other idea I could have is that like is that there's some way to if only there was a way to go in there without having to go around. But you just kind of have to. There's something that helps by like no, because you can't get in without it being like that in the first place. Well, the interesting news is that you can get to it without actually having to use the battery anyway. But there's no way to move these when you're actually... There's no way to move the blocks while we're in here is the problem. That is the problem. So that's very confusing. That's very confusing because I feel like I basically did the opposite of what I was saying, like, oh, this is nice, but it doesn't actually solve the problem of like what we want because it's not locked. We need it to be locked while we have the battery, kind of, and then be able to put the battery in and on and move things. So like, great, you're locked, but now I don't have a battery, which is why I was trying to do it the other way that I was talking about the whole time. But then that doesn't that doesn't like relock it or anything either. Again, you have to come at it through this angle, right? I wonder if there'd be... No, you wouldn't be able to come at it from that angle. I think even if this block is all the way over here, you wouldn't be able to come at it from that angle, right? Maybe. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you'd be able to go under the block, assuming a world where this square block was stuck up there, and then that way you could try and squeeze under here. I don't think you could make it without hitting the red. That's all I was looking at. Great, but that doesn't unlock it, so it's the same situation. Excuse me, that's from the apple. I was saying this to chat during the stretch, which is that I'm kind of terrified that I'm still stuck on this, and we see that the screen will go more to the right, and I have no idea what's over there. I'm sort of hoping that this is the hard... I'm guessing that this is going to be the hard part for me, unless it's going to be another section of this doing the locking, unlocking stuff that I'm apparently very bad at. I wish I could like debug menu the game to freeze these blocks up to see if I could like getting certain angles of this works or not. This angle works. And obviously the one where you come under, where you go around here and through, that one works. But I would love to see if the angle coming from here, but with it to the far left. Should be able to see that now. Yeah. And this work? No, I don't think so. Which is what I figured, but... still can't get there anyway. Dude, look at his eyes. That kind of hurt to do that, actually. So what did I do? I did this, and then that gets the whole locked when you have the battery, kind of, but not really, because you can go off of it and then back on it. This is just the thing we saw some minutes ago. And this lets you go through, but then it's perma-locked. You need it to actually unlock. There's not really a way to do that, though, because of how the locking strategy works, is that you need it to be, you know, you need the open triangle, closed triangle situation. But now that we have the battery, we actually try to go this way. One, we just hit the red. And unless there's like, because that permalocks. I don't think there's any reason that going under this helps that I can think of. I think that gives us some sort of special new angle. It's just we did the same loop twice, really. No, it's just we did the same loop twice. But this one lets us at least go under or whatever. But again, okay, the battery's over there, great. but now we can't get back over there in a way that lets us. We need to be, I mean, we just need to be able to unlock and lock, but with not the order that, not the one that we know how to do. Not with this one. I'm just showing the same thing over and over again, but I don't know what else to do, really. There definitely would have been other ways to do it if these reds weren't here on the corners. What is it that Ivan wants me to do? He had to go to bed because he's in Europe, so it's like past midnight for him or something. Not that it matters, I wouldn't have asked for hints. Actually, until he said it, I didn't even know there was a hint in the pause menu to do. But it's kind of neat, I guess. Oh, wait a second. Maybe that's kind of it, where the triangle is created when... How did I just have that? How did I just do that? Hold on. I liked the idea that I saw where I was doing something like... So this is the classic. Then there was a thing where I had it... I don't even remember, how did I just do that? It was like the triangle was the opposite. It was like the triangle was on the square instead of on the gear. I don't know how to describe this, even though I just did it. Yeah, and that's nothing. Okay. How did I just do that? How did I do that? Because it wasn't an actual lock system or anything, but it was like... It spawned an idea, but I just need to see it again one more time. Whereas, like... I don't know, something to do where it definitely gave me a different visual... Something went off in my brain where it's like, that looks different, but I don't know how to describe to you how it looks different. This is the same, but it wasn't that. It was... Was it like that? Was that why it was different? Felt like it was something kind of like that, but... Problem being that this was not quite it, I don't think. There was something where the triangle was coming off in a different way. I lost it. Fucking lost it, and Twitch VODs suck now because they don't actually let me just look at the VOD. I have to end the stream to look at the VOD now for some godforsaken reason. Which really makes it that much worse. That's the one we already had figured out. But it was different than this. And we already know that this is kind of a dumb system because then it just is perma-locked. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making the same moves over and over, or just different, like, figure eights and shit, and it's just not doing anything. It's just not leading to anything no matter what I do. There's that triangle. There's this triangle. Just the same. Same thing. There's this triangle, which just never unlocks at all, unless you know, go off of the locking part. But as soon as you do, it doesn't matter. Moving the battery doesn't change it either. Ivan, what the hell, man? This level's too hard. Fuck. I feel like this level in 86, I feel like I've taken more than some entire worlds have taken. Maybe this level in itself has taken more than an entire world has taken me, or close to it. Thing is, I thought about it a bunch too during the stretch break, and I did do the opposite kind of triangle side, and it just didn't win. Didn't help. I don't think any of this is doing anything. I'm just kind of going around and looking for something that doesn't exist. And then just locking in the same way as before. It's all the same. There's like 2 ways to do it, and there's 4 ways to do it, and I've done all 4, I think. Maybe the only one that I didn't do was this one instead of going. But then it's just perma locked, so it doesn't really fix anything. But yeah, it doesn't fix anything. The other variation of the lock where it's the other side. Oh man, this is definitely depression stage, grief, counseling. There's no hope. Definitely in the no hope phase right now. Especially since I've actually at least when doing 46 or 86, and I was like, oh my god, no hope. I don't know what to do. I figured there would be some way to do a lock, but I hadn't figured it out yet. This time I've done like 4 different sets of locking, and none of them actually solve the puzzle. Because it just either leads to perma lock or unlocks as you move to the middle. Which are both not helpful. This just gets you stuck permanently. That's perma stuck? Or perma lock, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. They're just all perma lock or not lock. I don't get it. Get it, chat? Doesn't make sense. This is the temp lock that doesn't actually hold, because as soon as you go off the line, it moves. And if you pick it up from here, it's perma-lock. It's just perma-lock. I'm trying to think. I can't. There's no other way. There's no other triangles. I've done all the triangles, and I'm not even playing triangle strategy game for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not even playing that game, but they got me playing that game. I've never actually played that game. I just remember the name of it because it was goofy. I actually think there's something going on where they're like changing the ownership from Nintendo to Square Enix or something. Or shit like that. They meltdown. It's not really a meltdown, it's more just I've already tried everything and nothing works. I've already tried like every fucking angle. And this again, this is like 86 where there's like 5 different angles to do this. How are none of them working? And then there is somehow still one that isn't, because you like backtrack, flip a doodah, like none of it makes any sense type stuff. Like, okay, great, you're locked. This is not helpful. Okay, now you're not locked. Great, that's not helpful either. Great, you're still not locked. It's not helpful. We've literally done this probably 5 times, this exact thing. Okay, it's locked. We can go to the middle and do absolutely fuck all. Just a little more? Why? Why would that be a little more? Why would that get me on there? That'd be interesting, but I don't see how that would get me on there. Don't you know you have to be playing WoW if you want to get on LSF right now? And be in the special streamer WoW thing. Yep. Yep. Sure are sitting here doing nothing. That does that. Doesn't help. Permalock. We go on the right side. Already seen. Okay, you can do that. Permalock until you get off of it, but then it doesn't matter. It's still permalocked once you go over here. Then there is the opposite where you go here first and then do this. And then great, it's locked kind of, but not really, because as soon as you try to go down, it'll become unlocked as soon as I go this way. You can go this way, but then it's permalocked again. Who let him stream? I don't know, who let Ivan make his level? That's what I'm wondering. Eva should have put him in his place. Ivan, This level's impossible. Why would you make an impossible level for the boss level? It doesn't even make sense. That'll just make people upset. That'll just make people upset. She was right. She was right. Little did we know Eve is actually the puzzle mastermind making like the hardest ones of each world. It's like I want to almost be able to get down here without touching the spinner before anything happens. I don't know how you could make this a different angle. I guess you can go all the way around first, but that doesn't actually change anything. Just makes an extra layer of wires for no reason. What if you go shroop, shroop, and then shroop there, and then swing over, and then tuck in the shroop? You make a good point. Oh, one more shroop. Was the shroop before the extra shroop before the tuck, or after the tuck? Or before the swing, after the swing? Me right now want to do that. Interestingly, actually, that this is, oh, okay, I was gonna say, it's interesting that the top red doesn't actually go against the green, but this one does. But then I realized it's because they don't want you to be able to somehow be coming from, like, up this, and then use the wall angle of this thing, I guess, this red, or this corner to save you from something, I don't know. Don't want to spoil, yeah. Right. And I've done literally both angles of this and this. Done both of those angles. I've done both of these angles. Both that one and this one. So, like, you can't do any other angles. Wait, you can't do other angles. What are you talking about? Because it's virtually just the same thing, but oh, you have an extra circle around it for no reason. It's in theory just the same thing. Now you're perma-locked. I can't beat this level. I can't do this level. I mean, I don't have any inputs I can make on the controller that are different than what I've already done. I've done them all. I don't know what to tell you. I've done all of the angles. What are you talking about? Left isosceles, right isosceles, both directions of those isosceles in themselves. There's only 4. There's only 4 to do anyway. What are you talking about? There's this. There's the other. I already just showed 4 of them. I don't even know why I'm showing them again. And there's that. And then there's the 2 same but going on this side. How is there anything else? Doing an equilateral doesn't do anything. Because in the end, you still have to make the isosceles that's that way or that way. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. It does not change anything. Still just perma-locked. I mean, what if but then you I don't know, I was trying to think of what if you have like both of them lock? But it doesn't really change anything because it's the same as the right one being locked. Same thing. Doesn't change anything. I can't see a way that it changes and everything. Having kind of the lock system on both sides, I don't see how it could change anything. I don't see how it could change anything. Because you can't get it moving until you're over here anyway. Like, great, now you're just permalock because you're doing the right side permalock, so I don't think even doing, like, either it has to somehow, you have to have two locks that then sometimes work and sometimes don't, but I don't think that makes sense really either, because then that should just in theory permalock. I'm gonna go pee again. I had nothing. Half an hour of nothing, or however long that's been. Oh man. I don't know what to do, chat. Feel like I'm at a loss. Sort of feeling like some of those it's similar to what I described during Starpuffs on last Wednesday in November, which is just there's only a certain limited amount of things you can do, and if none of them work, then what the fuck? I don't. And the worst part is, because this is the final level, I can't just kind of go like, we'll come back to this one when I have a fresh mind. It's just, this is the last level. I doubt chat even has any ideas without looking something up anyway. Oh yeah, I'm pretty at a loss. Pretty at a loss. This just gets you stuck. Because putting the battery in does nothing. But I'm so annoyed. I'm just so annoyed because I feel like I've done, you know, it's like if you've like done all the homework, you did all the preparation for a test, and then the test just like you're wrong anyway, or like you know, I don't know. It's just like I did all the things I was supposed to do, and then what is it? Captain Picard comes in and says, you know, failure is a part of life. You can do everything right and still lose. That is not whatever. That is life. It's not your fault. That's life. That's what I feel like right now. I've put in the work. I've tried so many directions. I've repeated so many directions to try to get new ideas. Nothing shows up. No new ideas show up of any kind. No new ideas show up of any kind. Bazinga Hawk Tua, go to the polls. That doesn't help right now. That's just a crazy thing to say in response. That's a crazy thing to say in response. Doesn't make sense, G. There's nothing else to go around either. That's what I mean, where it's like it's so simple. There's not many other things you can do to like vary the decision making, because there's just two things and you go around them. And that's all there is. One of them can move, sure, but in the end, the movement is more just going to turn into an on-off type of switch of moving causes these blocks to move versus not. That's really what it does. Why do you need the sliding box at all? Because you get in here, there's no way to get to the right. Okay, you can move down and move the blocks down, but then when you try to move right, you can't. That should be pretty obvious now. No way to get past. You can get to the halfway, for sure. I did that from like first 10 seconds or whatever. But you need some sort of switch that allows you to, via the battery, I am assuming here, because that's why it's in the middle, to let you then shimmy the boxes that move up and down to the bottom and like locking them by putting battery in. But you need to be able to unlock them while you're holding the battery. Which is not... I technically had figured that out for one thing, sort of. One day only, as Jerma would say. It's like now it's still locked. It's just perma-locked regardless while we're in here, and we need it to not be. We need it to be able to turn on and off. So this one was like kind of the closest, I think, where you do this. It's like, okay, when it's here, it's unlocked. Here it's locked, unlocked. We can move it up by doing some shimmy. Great. But now it's just going to be perma-locked even when the battery comes off of it. And can't get to it from here because it starts moving. Even when the battery's off, it starts moving. Well, they want you to do something else. I don't know what. That's just a base, pretty much a permalock. So yeah. I don't know, part of me does feel like some sort of X thing, but anytime we've done an X type shape, it either just becomes permalocked or perma open. Basically, the red spikes are judging me. Yeah, they are. Sure, so is the YouTube viewer, I'm sure, whoever they may be. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. This is a huge fucking bummer. Finished the whole game except the last level. Or stretch break. Now we've been on this level easily for over an hour, so that's really cool. Really cool. Actually, it might technically be slightly under an hour when stretch break's taken into account here, but generally speaking, we're basically about at an hour. And we don't even know what happens after we get past the first part. I gotta imagine, though, if the following sections don't really have anything to do with locking, unlocking, or rather creating new locks and unlocks, then I will probably fucking own it like I've been owning most of this game. For whatever reason, this specific mechanic happens to be right at the boss level. They could have a second set of make a new unlock thing, but I mean, I'm not even touching the controller because I'm just trying to think. Not moving around doesn't create ideas now, because I've already moved all of the ways. I've moved all of the ways to move. It's a matter of, I guess, you know, some sort of secret lock, unlock, but it doesn't really matter because if one side's locked, the other side's unlocked. If you're doing it, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Unless you, like, create the triangle again somehow. I don't see how that could ever be important or useful at all. Like, it's just two of the same lock for no reason. Doesn't actually do anything. I don't think. Nope. Nope. I don't know. I think I don't know, and I'm so upset at myself because I feel dumb and it's my fault. But I'm just standing here doing nothing. And it feels so bad. It just feels so bad. I feel like I'm some like cartoon character getting pointed and laughed at by all of the, I don't know, like some little kid like SpongeBob or something, and everyone's pointing and laughing at him or whatever. I don't even know. This is just like made up bullshit in my brain. Where it's like I'm just standing here doing nothing, not achieving anything, not making progress on the puzzle at all, not having new ideas. There's just zero. It's blank. There's nothing. There's nothing happening. No new ideas. No progress. It's so bad that my hands don't want to touch the controller because they're just going to be going in circles of they've already done for no reason. So it's like they're refusing to want to touch the controller because otherwise it's just fake. It's fake progress. It's fake trying new things that you've already tried. It's all fake. It's all fake. This has all been done. I've done all of the things. I have no ideas on how to do new things. But how does one try? How does one try that which there is nothing, which there isn't to do? It's already been done. It's all been done. All been done before. It's already been done. There's no point in me doing this. Yet I'm doing it so that my hands feel like they're doing something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. It's already done. You're perma-locked. You're locked out. It's over. There's nothing. There's fucking nothing. There's fucking nothing. You demand a refund? Yeah. True. True. How much of a memory can you go backwards, I wonder? How much can you undo? Oh, that was tiring. That was some serious button mash speed. One finger button mash, that is. You know what'd be fucked up? Is if the way to beat a puzzle is to like do an undo move in order to like abuse some mechanic. Alright, I'm tired of undoing. I don't want to know how far back it can go. I don't want to know how far back that can go. Gonna break the game. I've already done this many times. It's just perma-lock. Okay, what about we want it to be that we're going this way. We have this angle. That a battery, that the block moving, I guess this angle. Yes? We don't need it to be locked while we're coming from this angle. I'm trying to think backwards now. We're like, we don't actually need it to be locked when we're coming from this angle. But how do we come to this angle without perma-locking? That's been the problem with this angle. Is that I haven't been able to come from this angle without perma-locking. So there's that, and then there's also you can come through this angle. Obviously, you know, I can't do it right now because I didn't try to like figure it out, but I'm saying we could get to the middle with this angle, but it has to already be locked. Because as you can see, moving this way closes them. if we're going over the top, again, that would be with the battery. If we're going over the top, we need it to be locked, but then we would need to have it unlock when we let go. So those, I think, are the two ways to think of it, are coming from the top of the gear and the bottom of the gear. And if we're coming from the bottom of the gear, we do not need it to be locked. If we're coming from the top of the gear, it needs to be locked. And I think that means we need to do come from the bottom, now we gear. That's pretty good, actually. That's clever. Wrap this. Yeah. That was good. That was good. I think that those two ending paths mean that we have to be coming in from the top. Right? Because then that way we get in the middle, we let go of the battery. I mean, I think either, I guess it could be either way, because you can kind of do the shimmy thing, whether you're trying to unlock it or unlock it, and you just would push the buttons in the reverse of, you would just move when it's in or move when it's out, depending on what you need to do. Trying to think though, so if you need it to be locked when you're coming from the top, or you need it to be unlocked when you're coming from the bottom. Well, you don't need it to be unlocked when you're coming from the bottom, but you're able to get to the middle while unlocked when coming from the bottom of the gear. Which means that you'd be holding the battery while it is unlocked. Not exactly sure what that all means, but like that's why these are like interesting, but they're not, because it's perma-locked. The thing is, though, because of the spawn of this thing, and you're coming in this way, I don't think you can have the triangle be on the right, ever. Right? Because hold on, let me think about this. Out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah, so that's the problem with that. So that's locked, and then you're coming through here, but the problem is that you don't have the battery. Like, this is good, but you need to have the battery. God, get the fuck out of my way. Seriously. Yeah, so you need to have the battery. Montage of meditating under a waterfall. Yeah, like, I actually can't think of a normal ass movie that does this. Like, character meditating under a waterfall. For whatever reason, what comes to mind is Piplup from Gen 4 Pokemon episode, where it goes under the waterfall to use Bide and keep itself from evolving. For some reason, that's the first example that came to my mind, which is a crazy example. Certainly not where that started from. It's got to be in a bunch of anime, I bet. But I'm also trying to think, like, certainly there had to be some more normal movie, like, I don't know, some sort of Sylvester Stallone, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, some sort of badass fighter type montage thing. Know that this goes here. But that angle doesn't work. But that angle doesn't work. This angle work? No. That's just the same shit as before. Coming from the top, it needs to be locked, but I also need to already be holding the battery. And then letting go of the battery needs to... well, top of the gear. Right. Top of the gear needs to be locked. No other way to go be on top of the gear without... I guess you could be... no, you would already have to just... you would just have to be coming up from this direction. It would have to be locked. So that's this thing. But it's permalocked. That's the problem. Is there some way that you'd be able to have this locked coming from the top? No, right? Block would just have to move in a completely different way. I'm like really trying to think hard about this. That's what it seems to require. Both locked. Some way. That this could be locked while holding the battery, but unlocked while it's from coming over the top. Don't think so. I don't think so. But then if we're trying to do it where we're coming from the bottom, we already know that this perma-locked. Bottom. If you let go of this, fine. But the problem is that you already it's going to be perma-locked by nature of you going around the top of it. This doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I tried to take that. You saw me how slow I was like talking through every step. There's two ways to get through the bottom. Get to the middle from the top of the gear, the bottom of the gear. Every fucking little minuscule thing, and there's no way to do it. Not a way to do it. That lets you then turn on off switches. It doesn't unlock lock. It doesn't matter what you do. You can't unlock lock. One specific dumb configuration that is just really obnoxious to figure out, apparently. And like, because it's so obnoxious, my brain wants to be like, oh, it's got to be some complicated thing, but honestly, this doesn't change anything, this shape that I made. All it does is make it look more confusing, but in the end, the locking shape you're making is still the same as the one without all the extra loops for no reason. It's still the same. Those same 4 triangles that I've shown like 3 different times. And I feel like I've at least explained myself to the chat so they understand why I'm still stuck. The problem is that the lock, I mean, I basically have already shown it, but you try to come from the top, it's like you have to do almost a full loop regardless to come from the angle that you want to, whether it's this angle or whether it's this angle. But doing that full loop invalidates any of the lock that you make, and it just becomes perma. So it just doesn't help. It just doesn't fucking help. Like, great, but there's not a lock. Just I did extra loops for no reason. That's all that is. All that is. All it is. That's permalock just by its nature. There is this one that's like at least it's open. It's like the other one where it opens and closes, but still never get the angle that you want. Turns into permalock, regardless of what you do. Permalock doesn't fucking matter. And then you can't go over the top. If you do this, then look, it's not a lock anymore. Yay! We're just sitting here doing nothing. Riveting stream. Riveting stuff. Nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. There's not enough inputs. There's not enough things for me to mess with. I've already done it all. I've already done it all. The only thing, I guess, is just that there's 3 battery spots, but I have not found a single way that that matters at all, to be honest with you. Because doesn't really, like, the top 2, this doesn't, if there was 2 at the bottom, then maybe you could, like, get more weird angles with the square, but the 2 at the top don't fucking change anything. I'm sure they do, and that's, like, the solution, but, like, they don't really do anything. Okay. Great, you still do nothing. I still made the same lock size without going to the left. Because you don't actually need it. And big surprise, that doesn't actually lock anything. And this is just doing an extra loop of the same lock that I just did 2 seconds ago, so it doesn't change anything. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to look at the hint, but I don't know what to do. And I don't really want to wait until next stream to try to beat it, because the whole point was to try to beat it today, even though this one level has taken an hour and a half. And there's no progress, basically. Eliminated some things, but at the same time, those are the only things to do anyway, so it probably means that they're still in, like, matter? Still matter? So I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do in this situation. This is the nightmare puzzle situation. There's not even a level to jump to change things up or anything. Just doing the same things over and over and over. Get stuck. Matter. Not matter. I'm just depressed. I feel worthless. I feel like a worthless human being right now. My lips are chapped. Moisturizer, kid. Moisturizer. I think I'm just gonna go pee again. I got nothing else to do anyway. Maybe I'll have an epiphany in the bathroom. I did not see out a solution. I did not pee a solution. But I did pee more of the, I guess, frustration? I guess? Where I'm like, I want to be able to like make the triangle opposite. Where like somehow it's the square moving that makes the triangle, like I want the triangle to be like the opposite, but you can't because that's not where the wire comes from in the first place. Like I want the square to be, and I want the two things to flip positions vertically, and I feel like it would be more doable for some reason, even though that's probably just not true. Obviously it's fucking beatable, it's in the game, but that's not what we're here for right now. I'm not here for the, obviously it's beatable. Obviously I know it's fucking beatable, it's in the goddamn game. It wouldn't be in the game if it wasn't beatable, but the problem is that I've tried all of the things, and I don't have a damn clue how else I could possibly beat it. And I've really, really thought hard about it. I've really tried like reverse engineer from the very last steps and everything, and fucking still nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is just the same basic lock from the start. Change anything. Doesn't change anything. That just locks it on its own. And that's just a perma-lock by doing that. In the same way where I've already talked about numerous times that there's only so few moves you can do. It doesn't involve some crazy like 10,000 X multiple loops around both things 100 times type stuff. I've basically done the 4 main configurations at least a dozen times each. And part of the reason I don't even want to just like stop, I guess, is because I don't even think I would have a new idea even if I came back to this 3 days from now. It would just still be those four or so configs. Which is obviously a big problem. Which is obviously a big problem. Can't go this way because of how the thing is. Like, sure, but this doesn't do anything. It doesn't lock. It'd be nice if it did, but it doesn't. The way that you lock is you have one thing going one way and then you have it going the other way. Doesn't matter what you do. That was weird. I'd let go of the controller. It must have held the forward input as I put the battery in or something weird. That was weird. Just trying to think. Oh, there's not much to think about though. You need it to be locked if you're coming from the top. Then you would need letting go of the battery to unlock it. Never gonna be true. Because the closed position is almost always going to be when the battery's in. So doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm pretty sure I've said contradictory things at this point multiple times, where I have had points where it's been locked without the battery being in. I'm almost positive I've done that by being on the right side and like technically having like an angle like this or whatever, where it's this triangle thing. You know what I'm talking about? This type. Oh, it's locked and I don't have the or like, oh, it's locked and I don't have the battery in. Yeah, okay, but then you fucking can't do anything either. That type of thing, where it's like, all right, good for you, I guess, but it doesn't help anything. I don't know. I really don't want to use the hint, but I really don't have any fucking clue what to do, and it's definitely been over an hour on this puzzle. Problem is, I feel like the hint will just be too easy of a hint, and I'll just instantly get it and be annoyed that I didn't figure it out. That's mainly the reason I wouldn't want to use the hint. One, because I haven't used a hint yet, so like beating the whole game without a hint would be kind of sweet. And then the other part being like, how did I not try that, or that type of reaction if I did get the hint. But I'm like so fucking depressed from this game right now. I don't even really know where to begin. Oh, it's locked. Ooh, very cool. Again, we've already done this. Already done this configuration 100 times. Problem is, if it stayed locked while you were going from here in, that would be great. But that's what the problem is that it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that, and you can't do it from that angle anyway. So then the only way to actually get to the middle with this config is indeed permalock it, and then you're permalocked and it's fucking over. So again, just feels like both ways that you come off the gear, top or bottom, is permalocked. I don't really see how. I mean, yeah, I could do this, but I always could have done that. And then now you're just stuck. So that doesn't change anything. Neither does this. It's just the same as if I had done the circle. It's the same thing without going around the box, and then you're just stuck. this was permalock. Even push or not push, it's always locked. But what we really need is to somehow be coming around this angle like this with it unlocked, then an ability to unlock when we move. Same thing I've already said a dozen times. But trying to find ways for it to do something, but it just does not. Just does not. How can you come off here without it being locked, holding the battery? You can't. Well, I mean, you can, but then I'm saying, but then, you know, the whole put it down and then make it locked or whatever, and then reverse and stuff. MS Paint. I don't think it's gonna help us, but who knows, maybe. Who knows, maybe. So we come from this way. You automatically are coming from down here. Or from down here. And if we're holding the battery, want to be holding the battery. We're holding the battery. We're coming around this. Going here, and then this is either from here or from here. I mean, I guess there's a world where you could be coming from up here. But really that just means you would have been coming from here or here anyway to go around and up the corner, because you can't, like, if you were somehow went up to the corner from here, then you're not actually coming from the corner, you'd just be coming from this way. And we already know that this way dies. If we're coming from one of these two directions, and then we put the battery in, this goes over here. When it's over here, or rather, when it's here, we want it to be unlocked. We can do easily. I mean, you could just do that by starting and going, obviously. So that's not the part that's tricky to figure out. The part that's tricky to figure out is when this is here. How do we make this locked now, but unlocked when it's over there? And the answer is that that's not possible. Because when this is over there, if it was going to have a tight triangle when it's over here, then it would only be even more tight when it's to the left. This is the fundamental problem we've had the whole time. Whether it's going this way or whether it's going this way, the triangle that's made will be tight the whole time, regardless. If you come over from the top, you need it to be tight anyway. And that would be with you holding the battery. So it would be over here. You would need it to be one of these types somehow, and then you do. Then, when it moves over here, it will still be right angle type triangle. It'll still be like this. It'll still be locked, and that's what we've been doing the whole time. That's been the entire puzzle, this entire hour and a half or whatever. So, yeah, that doesn't make me feel good. Thought maybe that would help with something, and it just did not. Just made me feel all the more sure that that doesn't work. So, and it does still lock the thing, right? The gear still locks when you put in the battery, so it's not like it's some shit like that where it moves with the square. So this is the fundamental thing. The triangle will still stay tight regardless of how you move it. This is the fundamental problem. And it doesn't really matter how you get to the triangle. You're just always gonna have the same triangle regardless. You're gonna have a locked triangles that is that triangle no matter which way you move it. The only time that wasn't the case is a little bit when you're doing this one. But because it's open on the right side, you can't go to the end this way anyway. So it, again, then you end up having to manually perma it, and the perma is perma, and so it doesn't matter. Yeah. $88, huh? Embarrassing this thing feels like. I mean, I don't need to go to 86 to learn how to make the lock. We've already figured that out. Every type of way to do it. Really don't want to fucking use the hint, but I really don't have any. I mean, if I can't think of a new idea in an hour and a half, almost 2 hours doing this puzzle, like, what are we fucking doing? Alright. Do I do it, chat? Do I give up, or do we just come back to it another day? Unless anyone else has any ideas. I'm willing to hear some ideas, but no one else has got any ideas anyway. I'm assuming in the chat. Man, I'm pissed off at myself. Fuck me. Could have been done with this 2 hours ago if I could actually finish the puzzle. Another day. Fuck. Alright. Basically spent an entire stream, entire half of a stream on one puzzle. I didn't get it. That's a bummer. That's a huge fucking bummer. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to fucking say. Ivan, you kicked my ass. That was arguably more frustrating than Starpuffs. Because it was one puzzle the entire time. We did not stay on a single Starpuffs for 2 hours. That was 2 hours. Straight up 2 hours. I'm gonna fucking jump off a damn cliff. God damn. Thing is, we're not gonna be doing it Friday because we already got to do the other plans. We got to do Tetris 99 event into Famicom, which maybe is good for us. The thing that I'm upset about is that the plan, which was basically there except for the stupid fucking last level, was Robot Detour, because every Robot Detour thing has been pretty reasonable to do and beat. And then the second half would be, alright, hard time mode, Starpuffs. Instead, you just get fucking just fisted by level 88. God damn. At least we have a goofy song. It's all your fault, Ivan. I do honestly think, though, I'm not gonna have any new ideas when I come back 3 days later. Very much the same where the that Starpuffs puzzle that was just a straight like 5x5 square or whatever. I think it was 206 or it was 2010 or something. I forget which one exactly, but I still have no new ideas on that, and I've thought about it. Nothing. No ideas. Not with that attitude. I mean, I don't see how you could have new ideas. I just spent 2 hours trying new ideas, and it just ended up doing the same idea 50 times. 20 times in each shape. There's only 2 things to do. There's not enough variables to try new ideas. That's the problem with the simple ones. The problem with the simple ones is there's not enough ideas to try. Calling you in the searches of mystery, hanging on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me. Oh, deja vu, I just been in this place before, higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you in the searches of mystery. I mean, I'm still trying to think about it now, and there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no new ideas. Just all the same thing. Oh, go this way, triangle. Oh, I already did that. Oh, go this way, triangle. Oh, I already did that. Oh, go this way, triangle. I already did that. In my mind, I think the only two things it could be is some sort of secret backtrack. Or some crazy advanced, like, triple loop, triangles different ways type of thing. Which I don't think it's that. I think it's more likely a backtrack thing. But I mean, I tried. I tried, but you can't really backtrack. Like, backtrack, it doesn't really change it. Backtrack doesn't really change it. I'm still thinking about it now. Visualizing in my mind. I'm so upset at myself, though. Just frustrating. Very frustrated with myself. Because it feels like you should just... It feels almost impossible to not accidentally run into it with that amount of time I put into it. That's the other part of it. So the fact that I haven't makes me think that it's probably a backtrack thing. But we don't have time to really try it anymore. And I feel like man, fuck. That really did ruin all of the plans. Or all the plans that keep things even. Because I was hoping to do, like I already mentioned, I want to do some Starpuffs attempt today. And we didn't. But I mean, we could for the first half of Sunday, but we've been usually keeping the first half of Sunday to be, you know, something different and new. I guess technically we're kind of doing that in a sense Friday with the Tetris event, and then I guess with that in mind we would want to do the Tetris event Sunday too anyway, so... Maybe... on Sunday if we did... But since we can do Sunday SAP at 7, statistically speaking... No, since we've been able to do SAP at 7 because of the time change, we usually finish with some time to spare. Maybe then I could try with that, maybe like a half hour, 8:30 to 9ish or something. Either try the Robot Detour again or try more Starpuffs. I don't know. I'm upset both because I feel dumb, but also I feel like I had, like, in my mind a perfect plan of how everything would go, and it just kind of fucking ruined it. It just kind of fucking ruined the plans of half-half. Such a bummer, man. Such a fucking bummer. But hey, you know what? At least I didn't get assassinated on the streets of New York today. At least there's that. At least I got that going for me. At least I got that for me. I would suggest to probably watch the... Actually, is Worcester doing a run? Worcester was doing a full Pokemon Stadium 1 run last night. Or last afternoon into the night. And I woke up this morning with it still going, because it's like not, you know, it's many hours long. He was 15 hours in. He had lost an hour. He was ahead of his splits by an hour. But then when I woke up and saw, he lost all of the time. It's fucking brutal. I woke up, saw the last match he was going, is like, alright, that's 10 times losing to this guy. GG. It's like, that's fucked up, dude. 15 hours into a speedrun and it's just... RNG'd out the ass. Crazy. Not what I would want to be doing. Alright. I think I was planning to go, to my parents on Saturday. But probably not a stream then. Oh, you know what else is going to be kind of cool about Friday? Is that I think we've done it once before, but because the Pokemon is going to be doing a movie stream on Friday instead of Saturday, can actually raid them as the stream ends on Friday. So that's cool. Not that I don't know if many of you would even care, but I think Elemental sometimes lurks in the movie ones if he catches them. I feel like there was something else I wanted to bring up, though you're probably all depressed from me being depressed. But I hope you're not, but if you are, I suppose I get it. I've basically been negative Nancy for 2 hours straight because of this stupid 88 puzzle. Wait. Isn't 88 like a number that means like bad things, kind of? It is. It is. I'm not going to record talking about that and putting it in the video, but that is kind of funny. 88 is a hate symbol database because 88 means the letter H. H is the 8th letter in the alphabet or something, maybe? Yeah. So 88 means HH, which means, you know, hail a certain guy. And so 88 is often used as a hate symbol number thing. But I think in Chinese, or maybe some other, I could be getting it wrong. I think in some culture it's like a good luck number. So it's not always a bad thing. Also, it's just literally the number of the puzzle, but funny that I thought of that. You know what I could go for right now? I don't even know what I could go for right now, because I don't want to eat because it's too late, but I feel like I need like I need some sort of like pat on the back, you'll get him next time, champ, like some sort of coach to come in right now and just it's just like, you get him next time, champ. Like, oh, okay, coach. Some shit like that. Tall class of crack cocaine. Is there a liquefied version of crack cocaine? I guess you could. What happens when you put crack or cocaine into water? Does it dilute in water or no? You don't know. You're not a real cracker. So I shouldn't have said it like that. I didn't think about that when I said that. You're not a real cocainer? Anyway, that's an awkward way to end it. I'll see you Friday and or on Discord, I guess. Make sure to floss your teeth and moisturize and wear sunscreen. It is going to be very cold on Friday, so we'll be bundled up doing some Tetris. Also, winter background.